Hey guys, welcome to my channel and welcome back if you're returning. It's Fiery Moon and I'm here to do the general collective full moon reading. This is going to be for the full moon in Aquarius, which is taking place today, August 19th, as I'm recording this. It's taking place at about 27 degrees and right now we're at 23 degrees. For the moon, as you know, the sun is in Leo. We have Mercury in Leo. Ooh, energy is intense. Venus in Virgo, Mars and Jupiter in Gemini, Saturn and Neptune in Pisces, Uranus is in Taurus, and Pluto is also in Aquarius as well. I have a couple different decks out here today. I don't know, I just like, as I was getting tuned in, like I just feel like there's so many different layers to this energy. So I'm gonna do my best to, convey the message as best as I can, but I can feel like all of the different just energies around. So let's see what's going on. What messages of guidance, healing, truth, love, wisdom, acceptance, understanding, as well as protection do we need as it pertains to the collective and this energy surrounding the full moon. Right, So bottom of the deck we have new moon and Sag energy. Luck is on your side. It's what I'm hearing is Jupiter. So Jupiter, or your Jupiter placement may be significant for you, because that's what I'm getting. I'm seeing like the Wheel of Fortune, and then we have right up under that the full moon in Sagittarius. Look at the bigger picture. So this is a complete cycle from new moon in Sag to full moon in Sag. The new moon in Sag would have been during Gemini season. The full moon in Sag, no, the new moon in Sag happens during Sagittarius season and the full moon happens during Gemini season. So this feels like from the new moon Sag, December 2023 to to June 2024. That time period could be significant to you or for you. But it almost makes me feel like with this Wheel of Fortune energy, like something is being like moved into place. For some of you, it's almost like you could have had an idea, a thought, a vision, being that this is fire, and it's almost like you're seeing it like almost come to fruition. Then up under that we have the mutable moon. Nothing is yet set in stone, and a new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra energy. For some of you, this could be, highlighting your partnerships. Again, Jupiter is playing a big role. Because, Jupiter, Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter is in Gemini right now, which is the opposite to Sagittarius. Both mutable energies. And with this new moon and Libra card, it could be, you know, it doesn't have to be romantic exclusively, but just like your partnerships, or, you know, people, or even places and things that you have like a relationship with. But it makes me feel like, yeah, like I want to say like the ball is rolling. The ball is rolling. I don't know. But let's see what's going on. What's the overall energy? Oh, as it pertains to this full moon in Aquarius, because you know what is Aquarius? It's fixed air energy. Its opposite is Leo. It's normally, you know, considered the water bearer, where a lot of people think because of that it's a water sign, but it's actually an air sign. So we have the balsamic moon, a time for healing coming out. But it's, you know, electric. Aquarius is Uranus and Saturn energy. So it's kind of, you know, like has a I can't even get the word off my tongue, juxtaposition, where it can be very, you know, structured and disciplined and orderly with the Capricorn. It can also be like very electric and rebellious and opposing with the Uranus energy. Yeah, so what I'm feeling is like some of you are learning how to like integrate these energies, and technically we all are. And probably another one. What message do we need for the collective as it pertains to the full moon? And then we have new moon in Aries energy. It's time to take action. Aries energy actually sextiles Aquarius energy. Ooh. And but I'm being drawn to like Chiron, which Chiron is in Aries right now, which, you know, represents, you know, or highlights our wounds and how to heal from them. Chiron is known as the wounded healer. For some of you, if you are a healer, I feel like you may have people coming to you, like seeking some type of healing, guidance, advice. And it's almost like you're ready. Like, that's what I'm feeling. You're ready for it. Because you're gonna, like, like, this energy is, like, showing up. And then bottom of the deck. Full moon in Aquarius. Show the world the real you. And then up under that, we have the full moon in Libra. A win-win outcome is forecast. It's almost like I want to say like you can't win when you're being yourself, or you can't lose when you're being yourself. You can only when you're yourself in its full capacity. Like people like may underplay what I'm saying. Like it really doesn't matter, but it does. And when you are able to show up authentically, full, and not full of ego or pride or, you know, even, you know, contempt for some But it's almost like when you show up like as yourself unapologetically, it, you know, there's a certain type of, I don't want to say power, I think that's the wrong word. I don't even know if there is a word for what I'm feeling, but there's almost like a certain, I just have to call it energy for now, that you exude. It's almost like a modesty, a comfortability that you carry within yourself that really pours out onto, you know, those you surround yourself with. And what that ends up doing is like, even if you know it or not, it like creates the capacity for people to do the same. But like, it's almost like when that happens, it's almost like you become, it almost makes me want to say like a focal point. Or that energy becomes like a focus point for transmuting. We have up under that new moon in Scorpio, work through your fears, where Scorpio is that energy of, you know, change, rebirth, transformation. Yeah, that's what I feel like. And with this a win-win outcome is forecast, it almost feels like, yeah, like for some of you things are balancing out. For others of you, you know, it could be within a relationship, whether that's family, romantic, friends, co-workers, however it goes for you. But it's almost like for some of you, I feel like you're something, whether it's you or, you know, outside energy, is like taking the next step. So let's see. I pulled out the empowering questions because the deck came to me yesterday, and I was like, oh, it's been a minute since I used it, so I'm just gonna get one empowering question. I'm gonna clarify it with the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck because those wanted to talk, and I've been getting like images and synchronicities of fireflies, and there's a card in this deck that is the firefly. So that's why that's out here, and then we'll break it down with the Morgan Greer Tarot. So can we get an empowering question as it pertains to this full moon in Aquarius for the collective? Can I get an empowering question for the collective as it pertains to this energy for the full moon in Aquarius? Ooh. Ouch. We have Who Am I? Now, this could be something that you're asking yourself, something you may want to ask yourself. Or something, you know, you just may need to ponder. Bottom of the deck says, what is my biggest dream? What can I do today to move me closer to that dream? And this is bringing me back to that Jupiter energy, because we know Jupiter is the energy of, you know, it really is like a very playful, but it's an expansive, you know, energy of growth, of progress, of, you know, your dreams, your imagination, because Pisces also is ruled by Jupiter. I'm gonna get another one. So some of you, this is an energy of stepping into who you are. Like, I feel like for some of you who have already done that, you're gonna have people coming to you. But if not, it's the other way around. You're stepping, if you're, you know, I'm gonna get another one. Can we get one more? Because Aries is I am. Can I get one more? And then it says, how and how often do I give myself permission to enjoy life? How do I feel then? And yeah, it's almost like this is like that contrast I was speaking about between the Saturn and Uranus, which are the rulers of Aquarius. And it's coming out again. Like, there's also like how, like an energy of, how can I explain this? For some of you, you know, you could be struggling with your identity. That's not a good or a bad thing. For some of you, you're trying to find out who you are. Who are you? But how and how often do I give myself permission to enjoy life? There may be some things, people, places, even thoughts or mentalities or beliefs that you are limiting yourself within or to. And how do you feel when you, like, you know that you're consciously doing it? Because the energy would be, you know, staying in a job you don't want to stay in, relationship, whatever it is, going to do something that you don't want to do. Simple as that. Whatever it is. How often are you finding yourselves in those positions? And how do you feel when, you know, when you don't have to do something that you don't want to do? Like, it's a very freeing energy. But how does that, you know, how does that make you feel? Because ultimately how it makes you feel is what determines what, you know, what you're, how you're going to attain what it is that you want. You're not going to obtain what it is that you want by constantly doing something that you don't want to do, because what's going to happen is you're going to lose basically the love for it. It's not going to be exciting. It's not going to, you know, it's going to be boring. And like, you know, you're going to lose interest. So is whatever you're doing right now, is it something that you want? Is it something that you enjoy? Does it conflict or does it complement who you are? Because, like, it almost makes me want to say, like, someone, or, you know, we all, to an extent, are struggling with who we are and how, you know, we show up for others versus ourselves. But also, like, I guess we're learning that there's no, like, right way to do that. Whatever way feels comfortable for you is the right way, and that's not gonna look like somebody else's way because they're not you and you're not them. Look, every zebra has their own stripes, like, is what it makes me want to say. Like, so what's going on, Spirit? Can I get an energy for this who am I? bottom of the deck, we have butterfly, air energy, which butterfly is, you know, an energy of change and transformation. Ooh, along with the bat. Oh, more air energy and the vulture. Yeah, it's almost like for some of you with this full moon, what some of you are seeing, because you know the full moon illuminates, but it also is an energy that, you know, can assist us with, you know, releasing and letting go. Remember, we do still have Mercury retrograde. It is in Leo, which the moon is going to cross over Mercury as we get closer to the full moon. But yeah, it's like almost someone is seeing what needs to go with the vulture here. Because the vulture comes in, you know, it's considered like an energy of death magic. It comes in and clean and gets rid of what is no longer needed. It's almost like a cleanup energy. And it's almost like someone is seeing like again, or it's being shown to someone. Either this is an aspect of them almost being in shadow, and the butterfly is almost representing and emerging from this energy. That's just what's underneath. Look, we have the lion. Who am I? Masculine fire energy coming out. So whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter. But this has something to do, like I was feeling too, like I didn't want to use the word power, but it still doesn't feel right to me. And confidence doesn't feel right to me either. I don't know the word that can encapsulate what I'm feeling off of this energy, because it is very like strong. Yes, it's very like it almost feels, even though it's the lion is fire, like very earthy, like very pentacle, like very solid. But I also feel like an energy of like almost sadness, because it's like if you are this lion energy, it's almost like some of you are suppressing it for like fear of standing out. Yep, the unicorn, the phoenix, and the oyster. You know, there's a fear of standing out, being seen. And for some of you, this unicorn is like outside energy. That this is, however it's resonating for you, you can be either energy. It just makes me feel like this lion is like wanting, like they're wanting this unicorn energy for themselves if it doesn't involve anyone else. But it feels like this unicorn is who's like someone is seeking guidance from. That's what I feel. I'm gonna get one more and then we'll jump into the tarot. I'll get one more. And like I said, it is Mercury retrograde. So like I said, this energy could just be reflecting. And then we have the hawk, more air energy. Oh, look, I'm telling you, ready to take on a higher perspective, knowing that it's like it's time to spread your wings, really. And then here we go. Here's the firefly energy I was talking about. Yeah, like I feel like for some of you, this energy could be you, or if it's others that are outside of you, and you feel like you're an energy who, it's not even that you feel that you are, but you're the energy that you may even be feeling like energy coming towards you. It almost makes me want to say, like, with the firefly energy, like you're gonna like, I don't know how to say this. Like, because I feel like you're going to be doing this. Like, my hands want to move and do this. And, like, it's almost like you're going to be delegating and moving stuff. And this goes here. Like, this is like, like, that's what I want to do for some reason. Like, are you, like, and you could be, like, like a helper. Like, someone, coming to you for help. Like, I don't know. I can't really explain this energy. But with it being so much air, it doesn't feel like it's physical. It could be via communication with the firefly and the dragonfly. Or it's almost like whether this is you, whatever you're going through, because I'm getting it both ways. Like, either you're this energy that people are coming to, or you're the person that's doing the coming. But it's almost like there's I don't want, like, I don't want to say it like this. Like, the lack of words right now is really frustrating me. Because it's not like you're doing the work for them. It's almost like you're, like, just giving them a spark here, spark there. Like, fireflies, like, they don't stay lit up forever. It's like you're, like, I don't know, leaving a trail or breadcrumbs, or I don't know. But that's what it feels like. It feels like, oh, somebody's coming for you with this. All right, I can say this, and this will knock that out. And then, oh, somebody else got this issue. And it's not to say like you're a fixer, but it's almost like just your energy and who you are is like I said, you're ready. This Aries energy is showing up. Like, I don't know. I don't even know if for some of you this could be work where you're speaking. I don't know. This is very, very different. But let's put some tarot on it. And it's also like I'm getting like a very like unique energy. Because it almost feels like for some of you, if this is, resonating as work or whatever it is that you do, it's almost like the way that you do it is different. I almost want to say like you're going to have to start like pushing people out. I don't know what this is. It feels very magician-like, but not, in a negative sense. Like, it feels like this moving about and these sparks are like lighting fuses, but in a good way. Like, it's like, yeah, like that's the only way I can explain it. So, bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Wands, which is it's the spark. It's the spark. It's this energy. Up under that, we have the Hangman and the Five of Cups with the Magician and the Tower. Ooh, see, yeah, this is exactly what I was feeling. It's almost like I almost feel the energy of like someone like letting things pass them by. With the Hangman and the Five of Cups, still dwelling over the past, still crying over spilled milk, but not realizing like, hey, there's another opportunity via the Magician and the Tower. But you have to be willing as the Magician, because the Magician has everything that he needs. He just needs to, utilize his tools and resources in the right way. And with the Tower, it's almost like, the Tower comes in to tear down things that are no longer needed. It's like you need to take control and like allow this tower to fall. Because whatever is holding you up, it's emotional, which could be why this a time for healing is here. But it's almost like Spirit is telling you to suck it up with them as the Magician, or with the Tower, Spirit's gonna suck it up for you. Like, I hate to be so harsh, but that's how it feels energetically, like the energy. Because there's an opportunity here, and it looks like there's more than one for you to free yourself. Let's see what's going on, Spirit, as it pertains. Look, the King of Wands. Which is this lion energy. You see this? And normally, fire, especially masculine fire, is, an action-oriented energy. Hold on, y'all. I need these a certain way to be able to get the full picture. Yeah, it's almost like this masculine is, possibly in meditation. What I'm getting though is, like I said, a very reflective energy. And even the way like the cards are, they're reflecting on, how am I limiting or restricting myself? What action do I need to take? We have the Six of Swords, which is indicative of travel, movement, going from chaos to calm. Someone is trying to figure out how they're, possibly going to, get to like this Four of Wands, the stability, or this is what they're seeking. Oh, yeah. The Magician. And I was going to say, like, an energy. I didn't even know that this card was in here upside down or reversed. This Eight of Swords. I'm going to flip it back upright because it was probably the only one. But everything happens for a reason. But with the Magician, it's almost like, yeah, someone is, like, almost becoming disillusioned to whatever situation or circumstance they're finding themselves in. For others of you with this energy, I'm getting like someone who, whether this is you or someone else, someone who was like almost using this magician energy and like almost, how can I say this? Like, in a way where, like, it's almost like this was someone who was abusing their power or their, you know, perceived power or authority and trying to act like, you know, they didn't see it. But remember, this was reversed. They were aware, they are aware, and now it's like, well, what the fuck? With the Nine of Swords, like, it's kind of like a I did this to myself energy. I can't bullshit you. A self-imposed prison. For some of you, I'm also getting like where you're at is like, whether this is a job or relationship, is like keeping you stuck. Like, it's almost like you're not seeing something. Five of Wands, which could be, you know, conflict, whether internal or external. Yeah, it's almost like this is what someone is surrounded by. This Eight of Swords, Five of Wands. And it can be either they're surrounded by it or this is what's going on within them and they're finally like doing something about it or needing to do something about it. Because it's almost like the energy of when you see something, you can't unsee it. It's that. I mean, you can play dumb. You can be Ray Charles to the bullshit, but when it's not, you know, bullshit and it's actually something that you need to look at, and I don't know how far you're going to get with that. And then we have the Fool at the bottom. Yeah. Getting away from this energy. Separating the Fool and the Five of Swords. For some of you, it is your ego. Like, I don't know what to do. Let me get one more. You know what to do though. The Lovers is coming out here. You want to manifest this Lover's energy, whether that's just internal balance for yourself or, you know, to be able to have, you know, balance, fulfilling connections with others and get rid of the limiting ones with the Devil here. Mm. Yep. The Ace of Pentacles. Because it's almost like someone is deciding to like take their power back from whatever it is, people, places, things. They're ready to take their power back because it's like it's almost like an energy of not being able to no longer thrive in chaos. Literally. Literally. The King of Wands and the Eight of Swords. So many. The Three of Cups. Which can be, you know, group dynamics. It just could be, you know, outside or other influences where it almost feels like some of you are, you know, in a way, like giving yourself for the pleasure of others. But you know, like, I just want to keep saying, you know this. You see it very clearly, the King of Swords. And it's almost like you're seeing the deception, the betrayal, the lies, the fakeness, the falseness in this energy. You see it clear as day. With the Seven of Swords being here. Because the 8 to the 1, the 8 to the ace is the 7. Because it's really just like, in the most simple terms, it's like once you know better, you do better. And now you're contemplating that separating. The 4 to the 7 is the 3. Oh, yeah. And you know, like I said, Aquarius energy deals with your associations. It's almost like someone could be realizing like they're surrounded by fake love, or like that's what it feels like. It's becoming, yep, look, the Moon and the Hermit. Someone's becoming disillusioned. The Six of Swords and the Five of Wands. Because I almost want to say, like, I told you so. The Queen of Cups. It's like someone either you might be saying that, someone may be saying it to you, but it's almost like someone doesn't want to hear that. We have the Queen of Cups coming out. Which lets me know like this is emotional, but I also feel like this is the energy that you're in if like you're gonna have people coming to you. Yep. Because it's almost like, how can I explain this? Like, it almost makes me want to say like they get it, they understand it, they get it, this energy. And it's almost like if they're speaking, I feel like they may be, but if not, it's almost like I don't know if someone's like seeking words of comfort. I don't know. of comfort, of confirmation. And another one, Six of Swords, Five of Wands. Oh, this is a long one, y'all. I'm sorry. Two of Swords. That Two of Swords is kind of throwing this off. Because it's almost like I'm getting the energy of this person knows if this is energy that's coming towards you, they know that how can I say this? It's almost like an energy, like they don't want to hear your mouth or they don't want to hear what you have to say, like, but it's almost like they know that it's right. So it's almost like it's giving me, the only way I can explain it is like, say you did something at school, and this is so petty, but this is the only way that I can convey what I'm feeling. You went to school one day and you got in trouble at school, and they told you they were going to call your mom. And so you knew, like, when you got home or whatever time you seen your mom, like, you were gonna have to face the music. And I'm not saying it like this person is superior to you in that way, but it's just that feeling of feeling like, damn, I gotta. Like I said, it's that I told you. Nobody wants to be, told I told you so. And I'm not making light of that because, I've been there. But it's almost like, this person doesn't know how to act or when to act to, like, almost soften the blow. I don't know. Yeah, the world. But that's the only way that this cycle is going to move forward. Can I get one for a sign to take action? Yeah, and like I said, if you're this feminine energy, yeah, you're being sought after in some type of way to help others. But like I said, the Queen of Wands, she's confident in herself. She's sure. And the Tower. Which is Aries energy. Yeah, it's almost like, yeah, if you're a feminine, it's almost like there's a feminine energy here that's exercising her voice. Or, whether male or female, doesn't matter. But, I knew it. I fucking knew it. Because I was about to say, like, I was sitting here almost getting confused. Like, are these different feminine energies? But confirmation, like, no. The Empress is here, which is all four of the queens. So it's almost like this feminine energy is it almost feels like they're an example. They're leading by example. That's what it feels like to me. They're leading by example. And it's almost like for some of you, for those that are watching you, because they're watching your transformation with the Page of Swords and the Death card. And for some of you, this could be one person or it could be multiple people. Like if this is a group of people or your coworkers, it's almost like if that's the case for you, there's somebody in your life that like gives you the raw, cold, hard truth. Like literally. It comes out with love, with the Queen of Cups being here. But I feel like that energy of like I said, I explained that school scenario, like you gotta deal with it. I mean, you don't have to, but it's just that feeling. And it's almost like for some of you, you're realizing like because it's not like it's not like it's a scolding energy. It's just basically like saying like, hey, this is what it is. Like it really is almost like an energy of needing to take accountability, but also being okay with like being wrong or not being wrong, but just I cannot find the words for this. Because it almost feels like whoever's in this energy or, you know, whoever is coming towards you, if you're resonating as the feminine energy, it's almost like, again, they like you're whatever, by you being who you are, it's like I said, it's like leaving breadcrumbs for a person or people. And it's almost like you're how do I want to say this, you're causing them to get like secure in themselves as well, like, and know that how can I say this, like or showing some, like, it's almost like showing people like, hey, you were thinking way too small, you were playing way too small, like you yeah, it's like you're almost giving it's like you're an elevator. That's what I feel like. It's like you're an elevator. Like that's the only way, because there's just not enough words to get everything that I'm feeling. But like I said, because I almost thought that this energy was like multiple people. For some of you, it could be. But the way that the cards just came out, it's letting me know, like, whoever this feminine energy is, like, you're, and like again, you're leading by example. And it could be by way of communication or things you have said or said. But I'm going to get one more and then we'll leave this alone. And I couldn't even get out what I was clarifying, which was the who am I and the lion, and I get the Empress. So yes, the Emperor to the Empress. So it almost makes me want to say to the masculine energy, male or female, doesn't matter. Are you this emperor? Because there's an Empress here. This feminine energy is like, it's just going to keep coming out. They're leading by example. And for some of you, if you're resonating as the Empress energy, you could be receiving a message or some type of communication coming into you. Like I said, for people like needing help, I don't know. What's this Page of Swords? What's this Page of Swords? Oh, two. Page of Swords. Listen. We have the Emperor and the Four of Cups. And all this is making me feel like it's almost like with whatever message or communication that, you know, could come into this feminine energy, it's almost like this masculine, the Emperor, knows that they have to show up as this Emperor. And with the Four of Cups, which is normally a card of discontentment, could be a card of boredom or just being emotionally unsatisfied. You can see here, I love this depiction because all of these three cups, which is here, it's like what they're used to, what they're familiar with. But now it's like they're looking at a whole different, you know, something that's, it makes me want to say like not your ordinary. Like something that's very different, very unique. But knowing that to go towards this energy, they must be this Emperor. I mean, it's only right. If that's how it's resonating for you. This is like coming in all shapes and flavors right now. But it's ultimately letting you know that you have the decision to either step out of your comfort zone or stay within what, you know, what you've always known. So let me grab the guidance and the advice, and then that'll be that. Because it is a time for healing. It is a time of, you know, letting things go. What's the guidance and advice here? Then it says, your hard work is paying off, the new moon and Capricorn energy. And that just makes me feel like, yeah, it's almost like some of y'all have been working, you know, so hard, but against yourself. That's evident here, down here. With the Eight of Swords and the Five of Wands, you've been working against yourself. Some of you do have somebody that, you know, could possibly be telling you this, but it's almost like you don't want to hear it. You don't want to look at it right now, but it's almost like with this full moon, you're being forced to look at it. And honestly, get real with yourself. Are you this person? Are you who you say you are? Because some of you have someone that, you know, it is what it is with them, is what it makes me want to say. And it's not to say that you want to be that way too, or that you can't be that way. There's just some stuff that you're limiting yourself for. It's becoming counterproductive. Because with your hard work is paying off, you would be seeing results. But it's almost like for some of you, not to say that you're not seeing results, but clearly in the cards, it's like you have to take the action part. I get one for your hard work is paying off. Yeah, it's like you're just, it's almost like you're waiting for this spark to be lit, but it feels like with the Page of Wands and the Four of Wands, because it's almost like someone is telling themselves like they're better off alone, or maybe they need to, you know, work alone, but it's like you're whatever or however, whatever you're doing, however you're working, whatever your situation or circumstances, you're like, it's almost like there's an energy of like over processing. Because it's almost like it's time for you to like get out of your head and into your heart. You're spending too much time in your head. With the Ace of Cups here. And that's where the, yeah, with the Hermit at the bottom, that's where the, because it's almost like there's a worry. I'm getting off of this Four of Swords. But what is this? New Moon in Capricorn. Alright. Because for some of you, this could, you know, just be resonating as, you know, even you allowing yourself to get yourself out of a job environment of, you know, that's no longer conducive to you. And it's almost like, if that's for some of you, like you have like an ally, there is someone here to help you. If it's in regards to work, it's almost like, for some of you, what I'm getting is you could even be getting like called back from a place, or communication from like an old boss or an old somebody that could have previously rejected you. But it's almost like, are you dependent on how that situation was for you or is for you or however it's going? Are you going to allow it to ultimately hold you back, or are you going to expand? So it says, first and foremost, this card suggests a new start for you professionally. Whatever has been going on in your working life, this card heralds the start of a new and improved work cycle. If you're unhappy in your current job, this is the time to either renegotiate your position or look for something new. Whatever your question, whether work-related or otherwise, a new plan and strategy is called for. You need to take a look at the long term and think about where you want to be in 12 months or even 5 years' time. That will inform your best course of action now, so think seriously about it. Drawing this card suggests it's time for you to be ambitious about whatever it is you want to achieve. Attuned to the moon, make a proper plan and execute it well. Additional meanings for this card: you need to be more disciplined to reach your goal. Hard work will make your dreams a reality. A very good omen for studying or teaching. And it says, don't be too controlling and avoid anyone who is controlling. Capricorn is the sign of ambition, building, and hard work. The energy is solid and rigid. The new moon in Capricorn is a powerful lunation that comes towards the end of each year and marks arguably the best moment annually to make a list of your hopes, dreams, ambitions, and intentions for the year ahead. Pulling this card at any time suggests that with planning and discipline, you can achieve whatever you set your mind to. Yes. Love it. So some of you, like, even with this Four of Swords here and Ace of Cups, some of you are trying to, you know, come up with a plan. I do feel that, especially with this energy here. But, you know, it's going to require some adjustments for one. And also, like, how can I say, like, self-checking and looking at things for what they are. Because it's almost like I feel like someone is like just waiting or wanting a renewal, you know, some type of emotional, you know, re-jump, restart. But it's almost like spirit is like, you have to do it. Like they say, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. Sorry for all the analogies, but I mean, that's what it is. And a couple of them came through. So, as always, y'all, I thank you all for tuning in with me. I definitely hope that this resonated for some of you, and if not, that's fine. It just wasn't your story. I hope everyone enjoys, you know, the full moon and the rest of the week, and I will see y'all on the next one. All right? Later.